Hmm. I don't need to change anything here, don't I? Hell yeah. This extra desktop within a desktop is so that the story can still work. Even if you're playing on a console. But like, is that really all there is to this? Does this really feel so pointless? I can really say the same. I feel the same about literally pretty much everything else in DDLC Plus. Anyway, hello there, everyone. In a few minutes or so, in in around half an hour, Mom will be coming in here, and we're gonna be playing some Resident Evil. So I decided, but I really wanted to play more DDLC, so I'm gonna try going through a side story as fast as I can by not talking. Here we go. This time we're doing the Yuri thing. Oh, never mind. This is Sayori and Yuri. Weird. That's not expected. Frick, my voice is a little sore. I might not be able to voice act very well. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's go. Let's go. We're in a hurry. Yep, continuing off right where we left off. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway and stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Your face sounds... I'm sorry. Holy shit, she's so tall! Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! Oh, fuck! Hey, like this tune. It is true! The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Don't be shy. Or maybe that'll just make her more shy when they say that. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my gosh! We did it! We did it! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club! Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough? Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Yeah, what do you think this is? You're applying for a job or something? You don't need no portfolio. Anyone has a right to join any club they like, even if the club is about something they're not interested in. I'd soon be caught dead than joining a sports club though. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. We already said that. Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Oh no, Sayori! Fantasy's cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle DuPont? I can't say I have. Annabelle, like from fucking Little Witch Academia, lol. Shoutouts to the people who know. Is she an actual author? Do they have, or is copyright thing? Well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just Yuri grins and presses her cheeks against her cheeks. Yuri presses her cheeks against her cheeks in joy. Incredible! She's so joyful she somehow manages to touch her cheeks with her cheeks. How does he do it? Wow, how does he do it? The amazing skill of avoiding the ouchies. You could borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. It's a literature club after all. You're really in for an incredible experience. Oh no, I relate how much to Yuri's acting right now, and oh my god, it's so cringy and embarrassing and I wanna stop reading. This... Monica stammers, completely caught off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. Please help.
I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great.
I need to clean my screen. It's really dirty. I'm so happy I found this club. I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. Bruh.
You probably only need to bring one for now.
Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. Yeah, there'd be nowhere to put this. True, okay. I'll go get the first one then. Too enthusiastic! Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. What the fuck just happened? Oh my god. I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy. What the fuck, man? What the fuck do you read then? You know, tabletop role-playing games are literature too, right? I'd fit right in this club. I have like no experience with fantasy except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. Annabelle is most likely just a pen name. The one Yuri talked about, where is it? Annabelle DuPont. In fact, I'm convinced that whoever this writer Yuri likes so much is actually a guy. That's just my personal fan canon. But if Annabelle is a real author and I so happen to be wrong, I apologize.
It'll be fun to learn from each other.
Then again, the writer Harry Potter is actually a female. Apparently. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it seem kind of like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic?
With a club as broad as literature, you can't expect everyone to like every part of literature in the club. Every member.
We have a new club member. There shouldn't be a room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you?
Surprisingly, no one seems to be able to notice the fact that Sayori just bawled her eyes out a little while back, apparently. Or maybe Yuri is just really that stupid. Sorry for being so hasty, I just got really anxious all of a sudden. Wait, I just heard... Okay, yep, Toriu is currently on Discord. My mind is not playing tricks on me. Oh, yep, there's the fucking notifications. I'm sure it's not a big deal.
What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad.
She's an observer of emotion. Like Giorno Giovanna.
Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here.
Yeah, she's great at keeping everyone comfortable.
Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides,
Sayori lowers her voice.
I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get.
Monica intentionally goes out of her way to not spend time with her club members. And when does Sayori get crowned vice president? She taps her fingers against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting in the desk. A big chunk. A fine chunk. Humongous chunk. Oh Lord, he coming. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. Or... highly unlikely, but... let's be optimistic and hope she didn't do that. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already in Yuri's desk. You believe us? Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that... Oh no! Oh no! I don't want to read this! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that.
From across the room, Monica smiles and nods to Sayuri. Yes, that is the shipping name, I guess, for Sayori and Yuri. Oh. Okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book. Aw, oh, man. That's the fucking disappointment in those two lines. Oh god, so cringy. Oh no, also kinda sad. I can't read this.
So what made you decide you wanted to join the club?
Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club. But that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glanced over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. Oof. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, and I probably decided it was irrational. Wait, what? No, that was solely my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Ah! Oh god, this is so awkward. I can't handle this. It's taking all of my willpower just to keep reading right now. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. Yeah, you'd be surprised at how little people actually care about literature, Yuri. It's a sad world.
Aw, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come.
I imagine Sayori's like patting Yuri's back right now, because that's totally a Sayori thing to do. She has no respect for people's personal physical privacy. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. Like, not sure if you guys could hear that, but I patted my own back. Ow. It was a little too strong. My spine. I hurt my spine. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interest with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that.
What kinds of other things are you into?
Like, genres? The reason I'm talking as fast as I am with Yuri is because I think she's either super nervous, so she's always either talking way too fast or way too slow.
I don't know. Just anything. Even if it's not literature.
Oh. Just things you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face. Come on, this is a literature club.
How about I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into.
I suppose that would be okay. Okay. That's right, it's the drums. Dish, 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 dish. Sorry.
Oh, I'm pretty into like crafty things.
What kind of crafty things are we talking about here?
Like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes.
Are those literature? Is this science?
My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But then I put it off till the last minute. Oh yeah, I'm kinda into something silly like that too.
You sound quite creative.
Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff.
Yeah, I like playing with paper a lot. I made a whole lot of dioramas, just made with nothing but paper and crayons as a kid. Although Mom only ever saw them as trash and they were usually quickly thrown away immediately. Makes me so jealous. We went to a neighbor once, and all of their paper dioramas and artwork are proudly displayed in their own house. And mine are only considered as trash, mommy. Why would you do that? Then again, there would be way too much stuff here, huh? If we did decide to keep them all. Like, wow. Like, even though my place is a lot less cluttered now. Hold on, I'm getting distracted again. Fuck! I guess I'm into nature. Nature documentaries.
I love nature. Monica, I'm going to start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now.
Forever. Just Monica. Or just literature.
I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the...
That's amazing.
There.
Now you're stuck with me.
Hey, don't give me responsibilities. I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. Are they going out into the woods or to the park? Just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just kind of nice to remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while.
When do you like to do that?
How about, yes. It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it.
Wow, I feel like I would have never had the time to do something like that.
I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. That or you really do just have a lot of free time on your hand, unlike Monica. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. That's actually super nice that she does that. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Well, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting? That's the plan! I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the clubroom. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. Excuse me? There we go. Sorry about that. I felt a burp coming on, so I had to burp.
I didn't do anything. I just talked.
Still...
Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know. It made me happy.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting?
I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best.
I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Wow, and with plenty of time to spare. Nope, never mind. Shit, fuck. Of course it wouldn't be over yet. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room.
It's club time again! Haruka went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay?
Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. That was probably intentional on her part. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited. Yep, yeah, this is usually the case. You get overly excited and it's only after the fact that you realize how stupid and embarrassing and cringy you've been. And now you're just wallowing in self-pity for the rest of your life until they say it's just fine anyway. But then, what if they're just saying that to be kind to you? I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so...
Haha! Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were.
Yo, don't flirt with her, you bitch! Still... I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested.
But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing.
I've already decided I'll join the club. So you don't have to... So you don't have to try so hard to entice me.
That's not what I was doing.
A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them.
Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity. That would be okay, right?
Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place. And you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. Your problem is you're being too egotistical and narcissistic. Not everything is about you.
You don't have to apologize.
It's your fault, or you want to do this thing with others. It's never, what do they want to do, or stuff like that.
Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here.
Sayori pulls her desk against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book.
Duskabel?
Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. Oh god.
It's Duskabel by Annabelle.
I don't get how anyone would have the time to write such big books. And even more confused at how someone would have the time to read them all. Much less make a movie about it. Game of Thrones.
Sorry, I'm ready now.
Oh right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Oh god! How come you need paper? Oh no! She's too into it. Notes? Yeah, Yuri would make a really great player, honestly. I wish I had a player like Yuri in my tabletop groups. She takes notes! Like, hell yeah! Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. What have I gotten myself into? Sayori thinks to herself. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. Yep, as usual. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. She tries to dismiss the compliment, but can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Yes, that's what you call being smart. That is what being smart is. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. She's got the charisma. Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. Again, physical space.
You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy.
Anyway, would you like to get started?
Okay.
After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. I suck at reading out loud. It doesn't help that I still have canker sores. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. God, she's too into it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I can't read this! Oh no! Oh no! Poor Sayori. At least she seems to be having fun, I think. Oh no! Yes, she's that type of person. Really into world building and shit. She would probably also make a really great game master. Actually, no, she won't. She'll be railroading to people too much. Anyway, fine, I'll read it. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it, in a way such that it's fun to follow along. Okay, headcanon, highly unlikely, fan theory, but is Annabelle just Yuri? How do people come up with this stuff?
It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do.
What kind of writing?
Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. Things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? It's like, there must be so much planning and hard work.
Ah, you're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works like poetry and folk songs. Ah! No way. Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. She didn't do oof-oo-foo. She did ah-ha-ha. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready.
Okay, but I can't read very fast.
Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. Hey! I have a lot of patience too, and I also pride myself in it. I mean, I once... You know what? Yeah, no one wants to hear the story. Maybe some other time. Sayori jots Yuri is patient. Actually, Tori would probably really love hearing about it. It'd be a chance for him to berate me not knowing how to self-commute still. Hey, that's for the book. Did I missed something?
Y'all. I'm just kidding. I'm kinda glad you're patient. Because I need that sometimes.
A lot of times. Sorry, I flipped through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Oh my god. Okay. Chapter 1 of 568. Ah, God, you guys probably already knew this by now, but Toryu himself knows it as well. When I was reading the manga he wanted me to read, I read really slowly. Like, I take the time to appreciate the comic panels, and I sometimes need to reread lines twice and even turn back pages every now and then. I'm awkward. What does vindicated mean? Ah, well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? Why? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. Oh no! The footnote means the book they're reading, it's fan translated. There's footnotes and TLDRs. Like fucking Keikaku means plan. Or maybe in this case, they're gonna be the book is gonna be like plan means Keikaku. Oh no. But hey, at least it means it's accurate. It's a faithful translation. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. As long as the font size is at least 12, that should be fine. I can read that kind of book. Otherwise though, what the fuck? Up until now, their expressions had been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Oh, how the turntables! Are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? This plot makes no sense. Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Varnus is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Oh, sure. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value of the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. How? Oh my god. Is this really just how you're supposed to enjoy fantasy bullshit? I really don't get it, man. I already said this, but yeah, I really am more like Natsuki in that regard, and less like Yuri when it comes to enjoying my literature, as well as how I like to go about my literature. I prefer it when things are obvious and you don't have to keep track of things, and metaphors and lessons don't go out of your head, and you don't need to fucking take notes. Cause yeah, I tried reading The Witcher once. My brother had all 3 volumes. I thought they would be cool because people said they were good, but like, man, it's so slow paced, and shit just nothing ever seems to happen much. Like, it was just so boring. I don't get it. Her reduction in question comes from not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Oof. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. Oh boy. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? Nani? I'm not sure I understand. I don't know. It takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. I really like how into it you get, though. It makes me want to keep going, and to keep doing my best, so I can see it the same way you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. Soka. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, alright? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow.
But I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. Shizawaru does the fuck out of there.
You weren't making me.
Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? How could this happen to me?
It's my fault I said something stupid and hurt her. Should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back?
Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk spread with notes. The book sits next to them.
Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. Oh, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough.
If Yuri thinks you weren't having fun, all you need to do is present her with evidence that you did have fun. And it's right there with you, Sayori. Take that! You see this piece of paper you gave me? That's right, some of that handwriting is my own. I was writing notes. That means I was participating, I was engaging, I was having fun.
I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun.
I wouldn't call it smarter. She's just a nerd. Nerd.
I need to do better for her.
That actually how it ends? Oof. As usual though, mi madre es... tarde. Mi madre es tarde. Wow. That's not a lot of time at all. Well, she'll probably be coming up soon anytime now, so... I already filled the quota anyway. No need to go into this any further. See y'all. Hey shit, I didn't hit the stop recording button. Stop.